now. Keep your hands up, get them in the sky for the homies that ain't like.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Nets in Brooklyn. Looking at the Nets, 2 games into the season series against this team, they're tied at a game apiece, looking to grab the edge tonight. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his teammates are trusting him more, giving him opportunities, trusting that the fact that he could score, and that's
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. And just a single game trip away from Cleveland for the Cavaliers. Here's Roberson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Atlanta.
And don't forget about his work on the glass. I mean, he contributed in a number of ways.
Rush's shot. Is off.
Even in close to the hoop, that's a tough one to drain when the defense is that stifled.
Here's North. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Freak's got his first basket.
That's an easy. We call those bunnies. That's what they need.
Inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
That ball, great assist by Love. Freak's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Lopez a screen. Neal dishes to Lopez. Kicks it to Rush. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Young. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. North, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Channing Frye's checked in for Love. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James, and he said there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him, and if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Roberson kicks to Lopez. In the corner, Neal with it. Sinks the triple. Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now here's Freak. D right on him. Ring shot on the way. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez a screen. And Roberson kicks to Rush. They get the rebound. And he gets it to go. 7 points here for Thaddeus Young. The Cavaliers leading. And here's Freak. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Lets it go with a 3. Bayless's shot is off. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous lead.
I put all the pressure on me to.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
And off we go. A close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
And we've really seen them get out and establish a real nice rhythm offensively in this game.
Yeah, and they're finding ways to score multiple ways, playing well and sharing the ball, just operating good at the offensive end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Cleveland, North in at shooting guard, Kevin Love out there with Smith. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Irving in at the point.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar. For the rest of the team.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bryant.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Now here's Freak, defended by Bryant. The Nets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Bogdanovich passes to Jack. Soft touch off the glass. And the Nets lead by 1.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Got that one on the move. And that's 15 points for Freak.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Jack against Irving. Jack dishes to Kobe. Right side a screen to the right side. Bogdanovich off target from three-point range. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Pass to Whiteside. Back to Bryant. Shot clock at 6. And the jam by Whiteside.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks put on a show. He finished with 24 points.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first.
Kevin, we have Brooke Lopez with us.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see. The fewer turnovers, the better, obviously. Keep your heads on a swivel out there. Something we're doing well right now is spacing and shot selection, and we're shooting it pretty well. Getting open, getting looks, and making sure to make the pass when you don't see something. Okay, one more thing. A smooth flow to the second half is just what we're looking for. Let's keep things moving, but not at some kind of breakneck pace. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Freak.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. We've got Bogdanovich. Whiteside is out there with Young. And there's Bryant, and it's Jack in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's North. The shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
Outside Jack. Dishes it to Whiteside. And the foul called on Freak.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And it's blocked by Love. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Nets making a change here. Lopez is checked in.
Brook Lopez.
Here is Whiteside. He's got 6. 5 to shoot. Kobe kicks to Lopez. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. To the wing on the left. Love kicks to Freak. Puts up a 3. Rebound Brooklyn. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
From the top of the key, he buries it. Freak's got 4 this quarter.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Bryant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, how about Kobe in this one? He has 20 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. So on the floor for Cleveland. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the center, filling out the middle.
He's still looking for his first 3-pointer of the second half after making just 1 in the first.
Well, Cleveland shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Love outside. He feeds it to Freak. From deep. And Roberson pulls it down. Nets leading by 4. Screen by Young. Down low. Dishes it to Whiteside. Here's Roberson. Nailed from 3-point land. Roberson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Nets. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Once again, off. The mark by Cleveland.
Another rebound hold. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you so, but still so down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it.
"24/7, gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all, I'll give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live.